Nothing is often the hardest thing to deal with. When life stalls and no battle is in sight, we feel tempted to force things. We itch to fight, to act, to push. But sometimes, doing nothing is the most dangerous move because it draws out our impatience. Sun Tzu's wisdom is not about fighting, it's about understanding, knowing when to fight, when to wait, and when victory lies in stillness. For thousands of years, the art of war has been misread as a manual for conquest. But beneath the tactics and formations is a deeper lesson about the quiet power of awareness, timing, and restraint. Sun Tzu lays out 21 key lessons, not rules, but observations. They aren't just for generals, but for anyone caught in the waiting room of life. 1. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The wise never reveal their full hand. In strength, they hide vulnerability. In weakness, they mask resolve. Deception is not dishonesty, it is survival. 2. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. Time is the greatest warrior. It conquers without lifting a sword. Patience is not passive. It is watching without blinking, knowing the tide always turns. 3. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. The battle is decided before it begins. Those who prepare thoroughly have already claimed victory. To act without preparation is to throw oneself to the wolves. Fortune favors the strategist, not the desperate. 4. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. True power does not destroy, it controls. A master wins without unsheathing the sword. Influence, persuasion, and understanding conquer where force fails. Violence is a last resort of the clumsy. 5. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Disorder hides cracks in the wall. The storm scatters treasures for those willing to look. While others panic, the still-minded see the opening. Chaos is but an uncut gem. 6. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Bravery is not fighting every battle. It is knowing which ones are worth it. Sometimes retreat is wisdom. Sometimes silence is victory. 7. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Endless conflict only drains. The longer you fight, the more you lose, even if you win. The wise seek resolution, not eternal struggle. War is a tool, not a home. 8. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. A map without footsteps leads nowhere. Footsteps without a map wander blindly. Both must work together, or collapse is inevitable. One without the other is a house without a foundation. 9. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Self-awareness sharpens every blade. To know your own shadow is to predict another's. Ignorance blinds, but knowledge reveals hidden paths. Victory blooms in understanding. 10. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. Cornered beasts fight with the strength of the doomed. A path of escape tames their ferocity. Mercy is not always kindness. Sometimes it is calculation. The most dangerous enemy is one with nothing to lose. 11. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. The first step creates the second. Momentum builds unseen. Fortune favors those who dare, who act, who claim the fleeting chance. Hesitation is the thief of possibility. 12th. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Loyalty is born, not bought. The leader who protects and respects will be followed beyond fear. People do not die for orders, they die for those they trust. Care is the sharpest weapon. 13th, move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. Be unpredictable. Change like the seasons. Strike without warning but stand firm when needed. In motion and stillness, master both. 14. All warfare is based on deception. Nothing is as it seems. To mislead is to lead. Control the story and you control the battlefield. Perception is more powerful than reality. 15. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. Disrupt comfort, erode certainty. A restless enemy makes mistakes. Exhaust them not with battle, but with imbalance. 16. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. If you can win without bloodshed, you have mastered the art. Control, influence, anticipation, these are the true weapons. Victory gained without destruction endures. Lasting power does not come from ruin. 17. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Force them to leave, but let them save face. A graceful exit is often more effective than a crushing blow. Pride controls even the strongest. To spare it is to win the war without firing a shot. 18. He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. The wise measure the storm before sailing. Avoid the battle today to win it tomorrow. No warrior fights blindly. Judgment is sharper than any sword. 19th, plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Small actions shape great outcomes. Preparation is invisible power. Those who see the mountain when it is still a pebble never stumble. Do not wait for the fire to spread before fetching water. 20. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. Understanding is immersion. To anticipate, you must think like them. Only by stepping into their shadow can you predict their next move. You must study their fear, their hope, their rhythm. 21. The skillful fighter puts himself beyond the possibility of defeat and then waits for an opportunity to defeat the enemy. True mastery lies in preparation. Fortify yourself so deeply that defeat cannot touch you. Then, simply wait. The opening always comes. So you see, when nothing happens, everything happens. It's not stillness, it's preparation, it's patience, it's the art of war. When nothing happens, when life seems still and motionless, remember, it is part of the war. A period of calm may be just the waiting stage before opportunity quietly reveals itself. Sun Tzu teaches us that patience is not idleness, but preparation. Stillness is not weakness, but the quiet before the storm. And when the time comes, move like thunder. This is Denkwander. Mind first, world later. Until next time.